6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brady. Flushed out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17.
From the 17, Mariota. He gets it to Thomas.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Mariota. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if he continues to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target, and it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Complete, he finds Brady. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on second down, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Here's McKissick. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10, right at the 40. On the run, it's Davis. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and 7, Mariota. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. First and 10 at the 19. They'll run with Davis, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Mariota now. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive that had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Alpha.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer. Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta. That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 3rd down, Davis. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Set, 53! Check, 154, 154. Alpha, 5. Sugar!
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. There's the Penn State man, it's Chris Godwin. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Brady now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down.
5-7.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans. His first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, it's Mariota. And now he'll tuck it and run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long here for Mariota. Well, he's going to go for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Shotgun now for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 35 on second down, Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's got some space here. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check four. Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second and goal, Brady, and Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Brady going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jones. And he stopped after a gain of 1, not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Bravo.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Right there.
Throwing, Mariota. That one complete to Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Mariota. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Gano the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer 1st, to pick up of 12 yards.
72. Check safety, check safety. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Crunch. General West. Regular. Lucky. Easy. Alpha.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And some space here. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
No, 66.
On first down, Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
55. Hey, Johnson. 55. You can't block me. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Shadow.
Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, they picked up a first down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing is Mariota. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mariota to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs,